Hello and welcome back. Today I'll be showing you how to condition polymer clay. Here we have some brittle polymer clay. I had used it previously, but it has had some time staying around and it has dried out. So as you can see, it just tears apart. It's not manageable in any sort, leaving residue of small particles of clay. So I'm going to show you guys what you can use. And this is a Sculpey oil. So it helps also condition the clay so it can stick together. But there's also a different alternative, which is Baby Johnson baby oil. So today we're going to be using this. And I think it's softer and it smells delicious also on the hand. So you want to put 2 or 3 droplets. And you're going to keep adding depending on the softness of the clay and if it's still brittle, if it still tears. So here you push everything together. You want that oil in between the clay, not on top, but inside that bundle that you're creating. So you can pick any residue around and the bundle is going to keep being managed. You're going to keep squeezing and pushing everything together and pressing it. Once you keep pressing it, it will start to create a little bit more of consistency. You could push it through the sides, you could push it from the corners. Just make sure that that oil is being retained inside. Your hands are going to help soften also the clay because it works as a warm factor into the clay. So you can also use your roller. If you don't have any other utensil, the roller will soften up and you keep folding and rolling and pushing. This is the whole process of conditioning. We have a little stubble of dirt and you can also clean it out throughout your conditioning process if it's big. So you keep rolling and you keep cleaning and there's going to be tears. If there's tears on your clay is still not in optimum conditions. You want your clay to look smooth all around like paper. So you're going to keep testing it. So if you rip it apart very easily and it cracks, it still needs more managing. And you have to do this process over and over and over until it is completely soft and is completely paper smooth. So you're going to crumble it together. You can roll it on your surface. You can roll it on your hands. Anything that will actually create that softness and that consistency that you are looking for. So here I keep pressing, I keep pushing throughout the whole clay just to make sure that the clay is all soft. And now you're starting to see that soft consistency of a paper. So that smooth surface is what we're looking for. That smooth surface is manageable type clay. So like you can see there's no tears, there's no wrinkles, it's completely smooth. Depending on your clay, this process can take longer or it can be shorter. For example, Fimo is a very hard clay, so it does take much more time than Sculpey Soufflé, which is a very soft, already out of the package type of clay. So keep that in mind when you start out in the beginning to see which clay best suits your needs. And here we have a smooth surface all around paper clay. And this completely softens the whole process. And you can see I folded it and it didn't create a rough tear. It's because it's now being manageable enough to be considered into creating your masterpiece. So all you have to do is keep rolling and maybe add more oils depending on the clay that you're using and the consistency of temperatures and environment. So if you are in a cold area and your clay is cold, it will be a little bit harder to massage through and to create that softness. But your hands are best to soften it up. So once you have the clay in your hands, just keep rolling it together, squish it, press it, anything that creates that compound of pressing all together. And you will keep repeating this. It can take somewhat from 5 minutes to maybe an hour, depending your clay. If your clay is too oily, you can also put it in between paper sheets, and it can also dry with the paper absorbing that oil. So here I'm going to test out if it's ready for use and if it's able to create a perfect whole circle. And there you have it. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.